Hi, it's Colin Coward. I started The Volume to bring you some of the most authentic voices in sports. While you're here, make sure you hit subscribe. Thanks.
And then when you look at the guy who I believe that has the most to lose, it'd be Aaron Rodgers. And I've been saying this for a while. There are certain quarterbacks. I thought about this with Peyton Manning for a long time. He was too good to only have one Super Bowl. And until that last year when his arm fell off, I'm glad that he got that second Super Bowl. Because I don't want to say it validated his career, but he was there's no way Eli Manning should have had more Super Bowls than Peyton Manning. It feels all that's right that he got that second Super Bowl. He went to 4. You could argue he should have won like 3 or 4. But Aaron Rodgers, like Peyton Manning, now Aaron's only 37 years old, and he has several years left. But if they were to lose this weekend, the talk immediately would start up. What's going to happen? Is he going to demand a trade? Is he going to retire? Is his career? Devontae Adams a free agent? What are they going to do? Well, never forget, the NFL's not the NBA. Devontae Adams is not going to hit free agency. They're going to franchise tag him. And if you want Devontae Adams, you'd probably have to trade multiple first-round picks for him. So it's not that cut and dry. And obviously, Devontae, I retweeted it yesterday. I mean, you talk about one of the most impressive guys in the league, the way he conducts himself on and off the field. He's everything you want in a star player. Aaron is, but he does bring some drama. And I do think last offseason is somewhat indicative of is that going to come back up? I've been saying this for a while about Russell Wilson. Is it just over? Or is it just going to be another story about how he wants this, he didn't get this, and this and this? Aaron, it doesn't get any better. Win or lose this game, but I do think the drama would start back up. But he won back-to-back MVPs. To me, he's clearly the best player in the NFL. And if you've been watching football for a while, he's one of the best players we've ever seen. I was thinking about this. I rewatched the Niner-Packer game from week 3. And in that game, I was just thinking, watching Rodgers, he made a throw to Valdez-Scantling that was just football porn. It was over a dropping defensive back, over his fingertips in the corner of the end zone. He's one of the best players in any sport I've ever watched. I would put him on the short list of just pure talents. When he's on, it's as good as it gets. But his resume, I'm putting him with, the Tiger Woods, the Tom Brady's, the Barry Bonds, the whoever, the Steph Curry's, the LeBron James, Michael Jordan. He's in my group of the best players I've ever seen play. He's right there. But now he's been in this situation, and he's lost a lot of these games. He's 0-3 against the Niners in the playoffs. He lost a couple years ago. Well, his team wasn't as good, and he wasn't playing well. But years before, he lost to the 49ers at home when he had the better record. He was hosting the game, and he's lost in this spot several times in Lambeau. And like Peyton Manning, he's too great of a player, and now he's racking up these MVPs, and well-deserved. He's fucking eviscerating the competition. Now, I think some people would counter and be like, look at what he's done against the Lions, the Bears, and the Vikings. That's true. But I've seen him play enough against the other teams. He's elite. The problem is his throwing. I mean, he's one of the greatest passers we've ever seen. I never saw Elway and Marino beside on YouTube. To me, he's in that version. When you watch him, it's a perfect pass. He does not turn over the ball. He has 13 picks. Here, I'll put this into context. He has 13 interceptions in the last 3 years. Jimmy Garoppolo has 12 this year. He's just, this guy does not turn over the football. And you get these home games. You get these number 1 seeds. You got to take advantage of it. You don't have to win the Super Bowl every year, but you just got to get there a couple times. Look at Mahomes the last couple years. He wins the Super Bowl. What does he do the next year? He gets right back because he's hosting these playoff games. Look at last year. They host Tampa Bay. I had bet on Green Bay. I had picked the Packers, and then they fucking lose the game. This is the moment. You're a 6-point favorite against a team that just played a game 5 nights ago. You got to win, and you got to dominate. This is on you. You're the best player in the sport. You should eviscerate this team, who has some serious question marks at cornerback. But I don't really have faith that he's just going to do that. And part of it is when you play at Lambeau Field, it's going to be 0 degrees. It's freezing cold. It might snow a little bit. It kind of neutralizes, and this goes back to the Peyton Manning stuff. It's hard to just light up everyone throwing the ball. You have to have a balanced team. And this is where I give LaFleur and the Packers credit. They have a balanced team. They run the ball really well. This is the type game. I know what Kyle Shanahan's going to do. He's going to try to shove the run down their throat. Will they hammer the run? 2 of their best players are Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon. Their running backs are really good. So I think they need to lean on these guys. We're going to find out if they will. And Aaron just needs to be Aaron Rodgers. But we saw last year he wasn't Aaron Rodgers in the biggest game. Now, sometimes Tom Brady hasn't been Tom Brady, and his teammates have picked him up. His defense makes plays. His running backs make plays. Having, tight ends help. But obviously, the Packers are predicated on throwing the ball outside. They have the best wide receiver in the sport. Devontae, non-quarterbacks, a top 5 player in the sport. I have more faith in a weird way in Devontae Adams than I do Aaron Rodgers. That's weird to say for a guy that's going to win his 4th MVP. And like I said, one of the best players I've ever seen, but the pressure on him, there's not even a second. When I look at this weekend and I go, who has the most pressure? It's the Packers and Aaron Rodgers because of everything that's kind of the cloud of his offseason. Is he going to demand a trade? What's going to happen? I don't even think there's a 2. Like the Titans, do they really have that much pressure? Who really cares? The Bills, Chiefs, no. The Niners don't really have any pressure. The Rams, kind of, but they're on the road. They're an underdog. Brady, just who cares if he loses? He's got 7 Super Bowls. Arians the Super Bowl champion. I guess you could say McVay, given what they've traded for Matt Stafford, but I don't know. I think there's Rodgers all alone, and then there's kind of everybody else. Thanks for watching 3 and Out. You can check out the podcast below in the description, and make sure you subscribe right now to the Volumes YouTube channel.